Brian, first day after a very good win at home, what was training like today? Was the feel any different? What was it like?
The team's on a good run, Nico. So they're all in good spirits.
Uh, in terms of watching the video of a game where you had to adapt to so many things during the first half and then the great play, dominant performance in the second, anything that stood out?
I gave you some homework. We'll talk offline. See if you guys figured it out. Uh, there were some, good moments. Some moments that in the first half, uh, could we have adapted? Could we have, you know, done some things a little earlier? That's always a challenge, but halftime's there for a reason. Thought Freddie came down with some good ideas, and we gave it to the players, gave them some ideas, and they went out and implemented what we were seeing from up above. So credit there to the staff and to the team. But it was a very good performance against a dangerous team. That team, works. It's a good team. So we were overall very pleased this morning watching the film.
Did it feel like Raul's link up play and movements, which are different than Jordan's, maybe unlocked a couple of different things in that second half?
Maybe. I think right from the get-go, from the start of the second half, I thought we were better. Part of the challenge with Raul versus Chu or Jordan or whoever we make subs for, Josh versus JP, I think some of that all comes down to, it's a team sport, and we can't focus too much on one player or this guy coming on or whatever. I think that whole group is super talented, and how we play against different opponents at different venues, again, leads back to that, we've got plenty of options.
You mentioned You mentioned JP. How's he doing?
Good. We're going to modify him just today, just to ease him back into it, but he's in full training this week.
And you mentioned the film there, watching that back. Everybody saw Josh's goal, but when you watch the film back, what did Josh do that stood out outside of the goal in that game?
He covered a lot of ground, defended well in moments. His ability to turn out of pressure and dribble the ball up the field was good. He's a tall kid, strong, good in the air. We're working on that. Andy's working with him on that, on our heading. I thought our set pieces, even though we didn't score, but Jordan got his head on it, the own goal. I think we can be dangerous on set pieces, and then our set piece defending is actually pretty good as well, statistically. So Josh helps there. Get out a good performance.
With Portland, they're not off to the best start. Obviously, it's a rival game. What have you kind of maybe early scouting that's going to be like important against them in this matchup?
I've seen our record against Portland. People have pointed that out recently. We haven't won in 3 games. Overall, Gio's had a good performance against us. 3 weeks in a row, we faced desperate teams, desperate opponents, desperate for wins. So it's no different. It's no different. We message the same that we did with Sporting KC, Galaxy, and now this game. They're going to be fired up. They're at home.
As much as you can share as far as lineups, like you've talked a lot about how the choices are tough. Do you feel that there would need to be a mix-up at all as far as this weekend in terms of trying to get it?
Yeah, lineup choices are still hard, Jada. How we set up against Portland, we'll see as the week progresses. And we'll make maybe a couple changes. Maybe we'll start to see.
Brian, just going back in terms of messaging, how do you, in terms of consistency play, you get Portland, but how much is messaging about how your team?
It's always about our team. Moz, it's always about our team. If we play up to our potential, we'll win most of our games. Or we'll give ourselves a chance to win most of our games. How about that?
And in terms, you talked about your set piece defending. Can you do a little bit more in terms
Defending in general has been good, including set piece defending. I think the guys have bought in. They know their roles, their responsibilities has been good.
Is this one of the, I want to say fastest team because you're not going to compare your teams, but in terms of them recognizing when to change, press, and just go fluid, is this one of the teams that
it's a good team. Just as 2016 was a great team, 2017 was a great team, 2018 was a great team, 2019 super good, 2020 super good, 21 fantastic, 22 fantastic, and 23 is fantastic.
What separates this team from your other teams, Coach?
The word fantastic.
Oh, wow.
Captain Fantastic. Okay.
To try to help him out, is this the most versatile team that you've had?
I'd have to think about it. It's a good question. Have a little fun.
I know you.
You guys.
Would you be surprised, or are you? Do you know the goal scoring as far as like Jordan doesn't have a lot of goals against Portland, but Raul does? Is that the way that
No,
things are distributed?
That won't factor into anything. That's just
No,
the
not
way
to
it
the
is.
factor. I mean, what's your opinion? I don't know.
Well, Dempsey had a lot of goals against Portland. Raul has a lot of goals. Montero has a lot of goals. So it depends.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is it
just
more of just the way the game falls out, or?
Looking ahead to this weekend, what does the rivalry between the Timbers mean to you?
I don't think we have enough time for me to answer that question. Jordan's waiting over there, but it's obviously rivalry week amongst all MLS teams. Our rivalry is special, I believe. It's one of the originals, goes back a long ways, and it has a lot of meaning, a lot of personal meaning.
How do you plan on carrying that success from this past weekend into your upcoming game against Portland?
Well, keep playing the way we are. Last game was a home game. We had 2 road games that were pretty good before that. So just keep doing what we're doing.
Portland has a huge number of hurt players. Williamson's out for the year now.
Yeah, I heard that.
You know,
Big loss.
how does that? Would there be a catch game? Does it dilute anything? Like, how do you keep the team hungry when you're going to a team that's having those issues?
We don't have the message that our players need to be hungry because it's Portland. It's already ingrained in there, in the rivalry and the two franchises. Gio will have whoever he puts out there ready. We have nothing but respect for Gio, and we'll see how it turns out.